The Jordans settled Cape Elizabeth in the early 1600s, 16 generations at least in Cape Elizabeth, figure. I'm a third generation in my family on the farm that we're at right now. So to me, that's everything, to have my own son and teach him everything that I've learned, and to watch him grow up and learning from my father like I did from his father. So that's been a huge tradition. The most important thing to me, probably getting up in the morning, putting a hard day's work in, and coming home safe to Lavina. We harvest the land and the sea. This is my office, you know. If it's sunny out, I enjoy the sun. If it's snowing out, I enjoy the snow. If it's raining out, I try not to get wet. If you look back to the Neanderthal and the caveman, and then everybody up from there, they're outside. The human body is designed to be outside, moving around all the time, doing different things. And people that sit in an office all day don't get to enjoy that. And the human body shows you that because of carpal tunnel syndrome. You know, you get bad backs from sitting in chairs all the time. To me, this is where anybody would want to be. Every day you see something different, and Mother Nature makes every day interesting, because you could be in a beautiful day like this, and when she decides it's gonna blow, it's gonna blow. The environment is pretty resilient if you think about it. I mean, if you treat it properly, you know, you're able to reap its benefits if it's taken care of. If you want to keep lobstering 7 years from now, you got to continue to V-notch the ones that come up with eggs on them. That's the nice thing about lobstering. You know, you're basically out there feeding. You're constantly providing a food source for smaller, younger lobsters that you're not keeping. So it's kind of like having a boarding school. You know, you want to make good students and role models, and in order to do that, you need to put a roof over their head, educate them, and feed them. So basically, we're educating lobsters to keep crawling into our traps by feeding them, so that when they get bigger, they don't know any better but to come back. I did 7 years in a parochial school, in a Catholic parochial school, taught by nuns. You have religion taught to you every day. I personally, I don't go to church. You know, Sunday for us is another day of work. I don't think it makes me less of a person, less of a family man, or less, you know, eligible to get whatever comes after death, whatever that may be. I think there's something bigger going on than any of us can fathom, whether it be just a relic of what fate is, or whether it's divine power, you know, making things happen the way they are. For me, it's way too complicated. You take horrible acts in history, like, you know, oil spills or earthquakes or tsunamis that kill thousands of people. You know what? If there's a higher power, why would somebody that's supposed to be loving and compassionate, why would he do that? What did those people do to deserve that? But at the same point, you know, they teach you that he gave you free will to choose and do what you want, so maybe he really has no control over it. I personally think the Big Bang Theory explains way too much. I think we all started in a big soupy mess. The only reason we're different or better or anything is because we are on the top of the food chain. The human doesn't have any real predator. Except each other. Except each other. We got lucky. Again, our office.